This video is very important and you must pay attention to it. Still on justice for Mohbad. We have gotten the official toxicology and autopsy report, and the next action to take is what you are about to find out. It has been established that that report is not sincere. I don't want to use the word fake because it smells of being fake. Now, what will Mohbad's father be doing next? What about his legal representatives? What are their advice? And what is our own role in getting justice for Mohbad? How do we go about it? I know that people want results like ASAP. We've been on this for too long. It took them close to 7 months before they gave us the so-called autopsy and toxicology report. And at the end of it, we are not yet satisfied. What they presented to us is more or less like a gibberish. It is like what an 100 level or first year pathology student will present. It lacks texture. It is so empty. And the purpose of this is to take our minds off justice for Mohbad. They are hell-bent on making sure that nothing meaningful comes out of this justice for Mohbad. They want it to go off. They want us to be used to that system, that lifestyle, that way of life where lives of those that are not the so-called elite, you're not part of the criminal group, either as a politician or as part of their monopoly, as part of, once you're not part of their party, your life is inconsequential. Your life is of no use. You must have stolen a lot of money. You must have been so wicked. You must have occupied a political position. You must have pulled weight here and there in evil and wickedness for you to be part of this group of the so-called wickedness. They call themselves elite. If you are not part of it, you will be ostracized. You will be cheated upon. In fact, you will not get justice. That is exactly what is happening. They have looked at Mohbad's father. They said, why should this guy get justice? No, he doesn't deserve justice. Now, with connection of police, corrupt police officers in this one, it seems daylight is difficult to shine on the dark. But this video, like I said, is very important. Very important. Pay attention to it from the beginning till the end. Let's get right into it.
The will of the people. And the will of the people is the greatest asset that Baba has working for him. And that's what he doesn't realize. Muyiwa is not his greatest asset. His greatest asset are the public. And once the public walk away from Baba, it's done. Baba to remember some things that Mohbad has told him before that can benefit the case. You understand? Because for Baba to keep saying, I don't know, how are they prompting him? How are they probing him? How are they questioning him to get more information from him? Because there's a wealth of knowledge in Baba that Mohbad has deposited in him.
He said so
much that he has been told, but unless the legal team are sitting down with Baba and for each facet of that case, either for probate, either for the issue of negligence, either for each area, Baba would be able to feed them in. Muyiwa, who has no legal expertise, he doesn't know how to manage a case. So I just feel like, why are we paying these law firms so much money? And yet they keep saying that, they keep giving the impression that Muyiwa is the one running the show. No, if a law firm has been hired, there must be a case manager who's managing the case and knowing at each time within that case, what needs to be done. So don't they have such a person in their law firm who is managing the case, who is responsible? And then that's where we come in, because as part of the case management team, just like I have never been in support of all of these attention-seeking groups, people who want to be in groups. No, that's a attention-seeking. But within a case management team, along with the lawyers, we would have had a couple of hosts that have proven themselves over this 9 months period, who are able to join that legal team to give them heads up, because clearly, just because you come from a big law firm doesn't necessarily mean that you know what's up. Some people are not even abreast of what is going on within society. But if you bring a couple of people, and we don't need too many, at least the way this case has been going for the past 9 months, we, the public, know the people who have invested their time to do research, people who know, who are able to think ahead of what's about to happen and add value and give these lawyers support so they can bring up the legal facts and all the things that they need. But we, the general public, amongst us, we have ears to the ground. We hear things that they don't hear, and that can add value. And that's all we're asking for, because clearly, the way this case is going, I am starting to believe that I don't think they want justice. And there's already lethargy amongst the public. People are getting tired. It's clear. And that is what they want. They're trying to keep the will of the people. And the will of the people is the greatest asset that Baba has working for him. And that's what he doesn't realize. Muyiwa is not his greatest asset. His greatest asset are the public. And once the public walk away from Baba, it's done. It's done. Because now look at it. Arifa and Veron didn't know Baba or Mohbad from personally. They were just part of the public who were passionate and passionately seeking for justice for Mohbad. They show up in court. Only one person has a lawyer. If this legal team were working professionally, they would have had someone there just to represent the team. Because all they're doing now is they're telling everyone else, if you do anything and you get caught, you're on your own.
To collaborate with lawyers, to have lawyers approving it and taking a lead of that particular case, because we also wanted to sue
how do we want
the Lagos State and sue the police. But we need to work with the lawyers certified by Baba.
Okay, and so how are we proceeding on that? Because that's also that is
the way to go. Yeah, the way to go. That's why we are saying that we need to know the mindset of our legal team before we even come out with these ideas. It's supposed to come out from them first. Okay, and it's not coming out from them. We know the case more than them. Then that means they are not competent. And if that is the case, then let the family allow the public to bring in lawyers, which the public can tell what to do. The lawyers that we have there, we only pay for them, but we can't tell them to do shit. Only what Muyiwa tells them, I'm about to tell them that they will do, no matter how we shout. Okay, so the only thing we have to do is to call out this family to listen to the public and cooperate with the public. They are not cooperating with us. The things we want, they are not doing it.
Okay,
we are only paying money.
For example, again, yeah, babe. Now, the things that you have identified in that news article, okay? By today, our legal team should have been correcting that article. There should have been something out there correcting that article. But it's still us here talking. Then what are they doing?
Okay, also, can I also ask another question? Have you considered why have decided to go and place this in an online publication news other than the mainstream media that they have control over? Because I've looked everywhere. I haven't seen it.
Not, how can you tell who posted it on CableNet? What did they say the government? Did they say somebody, this person posted? We don't know. One, okay. But what we can say, okay, for whoever who had posted that, it's an attempt to jeopardize this case, to kill this case. Wait. Now what they posted, okay, couldn't have been coming directly from the pathology, which is sure, couldn't have been coming directly from the government or any laboratory. It's not any certified document. It is only a citizen or an information that was heard in the inquest. If I was in the inquest that day, I can write up some stuff said by that pathology and go to Punch newspaper and make a story out of it and quote it.
And that's what we're supposed to do. That's
now
what is within our control to do. That's what is within our control. That's where I was going. That let's not allow them deter us or do things that would demoralize us.
The only way
we should tell them that we're strong and we're not going to give up.
We have our own public lawyer. The only way this can happen now, I am so 100% for the public having their own lawyer now, because we need someone radical, someone who has nothing to lose and everything to gain, which is justice on this case. Because as we are going now, everyone else on board is shady. Because
I agree with you. 100%.
Their acts so far up until this point, to even an elementary person can see that these people are not pursuing justice.
And sometimes maybe we need them to throw out all their own weapons so that we know exactly how to approach it, than to keep throwing out our own and saying that we're working fast, and then they will now use everything we have against us. So it's either way. You see, this kind of case is a bit complicated to me, and we need to approach it in a very strategic way so that we don't play into their hands. I like the way they've thrown out this publication today.
Yeah, babe.
And I've seen through this publication. I myself have seen through this. Let me land first, please. Let me land so I don't lose my thought. I'll let you speak. I like the way they've thrown out this publication. We need to call out our own legal team to do what they need to do about this publication, because really and truly, the only thing in this publication is a change of headlines. Everybody is jumping on it, and so they need to quickly come
and not just a manipulation. They say that there was no embalmment.
This publication as something new.
And manipulation, saying there was no embalmment. We have to take that seriously.
Please,
they said there was no embalmment.
Just a quick question. Just a quick question. I was just thinking about it as you guys were talking. Varani, is it possible in this case like this, when we're talking about public lawyer, like a lawyer that is not even in Nigeria, like an international lawyer that can stand on this case?
Not possible.
No. Okay. Thank you.
They must be registered in Nigeria.
They must be registered here.
They must be practicing in the country. Nigerian lawyer can't go and fight for me.
At least have local representation. We can.
But you can have counsel. You can have guide from the personally. Let me see. For example, we can get a national lawyer. We can get a national lawyer to partner with them to help them review the case, to tell them, but they will go and
something like that.
Manage the case.
I think
the possibilities.
But then the only people,
because who know man, I'm the key man. I'm be this case now.
And it's a good idea. It's a very good idea. Very valid one.
Well, we're dealing with a government of propagandists too. This government, they can make red look like yellow to you if you're not careful and you don't stand your ground. And what we should do is to keep. That's why I said we can't give up. We'll keep debunking them, so that even Joseph Aloba will know that we're not giving up, because the day he feels that we ourselves have given up on him or on the case,
I'm going
then he will kill you again.
It shouldn't feel like that, because it's the one slowing us down.
Welcome back. As you can see, everyone is on fire on getting justice for Mohbad. They want to get justice for Mohbad ASAP, like as soon as possible. They are not holding back. They want to get it. And they even believe that Mohbad's father is slowing them down. There are certain steps that they believe that Mohbad's father should take. And if those steps are not taken, they believe that those that do not want us to get justice will find a way around it to make sure that they keep wasting time. They believe that there are certain actions that Mohbad's father is supposed to take if he really wants to get justice for his son. And if those steps are not taken, it will be a circle a circle of mediocrity, a circle that will yield no results. Many people are passionate about this justice, and I don't blame people who really want this justice to be gotten, like they are ready to go all the way. I don't blame them. I don't blame them because many people are tired. It seems it's a pattern where anyone can buy anybody and nothing will happen. Anybody can buy as long as you're not a member of their so-called elite. If it were the son, if Mohbad was the son of one of their governors or minister or one key player in their criminal empire, they would have gotten answers. They would have gotten answers like now. They would have gotten answers. But because Wunmi's mom is a former police officer, and they had corrupted everything from the beginning. And also, people are saying that there is a particular king that is attached to everything. Because of all of this, people who want to look deep into it more, they want to press further because they do not want certain so-called elite taking advantage of everybody continuously. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Now, what our guest is saying is that Mohbad's father's lawyer are not taking action, and I will not blame Mohbad's father, because if Mohbad's father takes a certain step, people will still blame him. And since he has been blamed for a lot of things, he is also being careful. He's also being careful. People believe that Mohbad's father's lawyer is not acting appropriately, that he's not taking steps that he should take, that he should be doing more than this, that Mohbad's father needs legal representatives, sons that are well seasoned, that will take this personally. They will take it up personally and do what needs to be done. But what I want everybody to understand is this. Yes, we are not going to allow this bureaucratic system where things are slowed down and they are not allowed to be processed swiftly. I understand how people feel, but what our guests, most of them do not understand is it is not only Mohbad's father and his lawyer that are the final say here. When you are connecting dots together, there are some dots that will not want you to see them. There are some dots that will try to do what they call shape forming. They will begin to take different shape. They will begin to switch shape. And that's what we are battling with now. That's what we are battling with. If you are not the final say, if the police is involved, if the court is involved, if other lawyers are involved, they will be looking for ways to make sure you don't achieve what you want to achieve. And the government is not helping. That is why this is complex. It is complex because they are not ready to work. They are not ready to let this be achieved. They are working tirelessly to make sure that everybody forgets about it and it ends there. That's all. That's all they are interested in. Let them forget about it. Let it slide. That's it. Let it slide. Let us end it there. Let them forget about it. Let them not bother about it. That is what they are working towards. So we will stand our ground strong. You heard what our guest said. Everyone is saying it. We will stand our ground strong. We will remain resolute on getting justice for Mohbad. We will remain strong. We will not be suppressed. We will not allow this act of wickedness, this pushback, this cover-up, will not allow it to thrive. We must put an end to it like now. So, Mohbad's father should not be blamed. The man is not feeling fine. He's sick. A lot of betrayals here and there. The worst of this betrayal is the one from inside, where the mother of Mohbad decided to pitch tent with Wunmi. And if you had listened to the analysis that was done 24 hours ago, I said there is more to what the eyes can see. Mohbad's mother is not covering only for Wunmi. She's also covering for Adura and Darusha. Adura, her son, Darusha, a younger brother. They are both involved directly and indirectly in the demise of Mohbad. There are certain steps and action that they took that if Wunmi if Wunmi opens her mouth, it will connect them. So Wunmi will not be going down alone. That is why Mohbad's mother decided to stand by Wunmi so as to protect the interest of Darusha and Adura. Can you imagine how they decided to keep their mouth shut? Those that are out there are more interested in getting justice for Mohbad than Mohbad's mother and Adura, Mohbad's younger brother. Now he's singing, mumbling, thinking that he's sounding like Mohbad. What a pity.